Welcome to Tosh Talk. It's Friday and we are getting messages right now, so maybe you have a message coming in. But you know what? This is for the part of my collective who knows with no doubt, no questions who their person is. Let's see what your person is trying to tell you this holiday season. I feel like you're not in contact, right? This is something that you haven't been in contact with. That's too many. Divine. Come on. Just work with me a little bit. So, let's see what they have to say to you. Because I feel like I just been feeling like somebody has something to say to you. And they want to come forth, but they haven't made it to that. I'm trying to keep my cup here so it doesn't do the sunlight. Alright, let's see what's coming up. Going in. Somebody's a little heartbroken. They're going to come tell you about this. But, let's see. Okay, so there was a situation that there had been a lot of energy involved in, and there was a deadening of it. So there was a death and a rebirth, and we put a lot of energy into a new beginning, but this has been completed, and now we're making plans to part ways. This is coming rather quickly. Oh, so I feel like you guys deadened the situation between, did you guys see that little bitty orb? I really hope that's on camera, because I just seen that in my own view. But they want to say a lot, like a whole lot. My cards just went everywhere. All right, let's see what I can see, though, because we're not going to keep all these, but I'll tell you what I can see. I can see the tip of the Eight of Swords, so they're feeling a little guarded, and they're feeling a little guarded about coming forward, because this has the Ace of Cups with it. So they are feeling a little, feeling trapped. That's what I heard. Like, more than guarded, they're feeling like they are nervous. They got some thought space, like, all over the place about coming forth to you. Okay, now I can see the Nine of Swords. So I told you, like, some thought space all over the place. They're having a lot of anxiety, but they are anticipating this being a firm foundation. Okay, or they're anticipating an inheritance, a wealth, and a lot of abundance. Okay, so they're parting ways. I feel like they're parting. Listen, they just have a lot to say, because I never get this many cards. So they're parting ways with, a financial spot that they had to fight for. So I have this Queen of Coins here, but this is something they had to, like, defend or fight for. So they're parting ways from this. Here, it's hidden, and it wasn't Hangman. Woo, but now they have all this passion and fire, and they're really cutting through so much, and they're making forward movement toward you. With the Chariot here, this is already locked in. They're feeling a little guarded in doing this, but they are coming forth. They found a new perspective. Aw, they're coming to give you a cup of love. All right, so they had a spiritual awakening. They have forward movement inside of their energies right now, but it's because they've sat with the divine and they've had a spiritual awakening. Probably because they had this death back here. So they must have had an ego death, and this put them in an investing. Like, they realized what they was investing in wasn't really for them. So now this, like, lit a fire up underneath their booties, you know, and they have the King and the Knight of Wands here. So they have a lot of passion and desires with this, and they are moving from that fire standpoint. They want to balance out something. They want to balance out some scales, I heard. So they were holding on to this spiritual cup of love right here, and they've been watching you. What? They've been watching you with a lot of emotions. Like, they're looking at you, they're watching you and developing this emotional connection with you. And this has been, look how he's all, like, puppeteering. The divine is puppeteering this. So this has all been orchestrated by the divine. You have 10 cups here, baby. And that is the highest level of emotional connection that you can have. So there was a lot of conflict inside of their emotions. There's a lot of conflict inside of their emotions around, like, as a home space. Like, there was a lot of conflict around them watching you in their home space. Yeah, because they had this inner conflict inside of themselves about coming forth and offering an equally reciprocated emotional support that's been divinely led. Like, there was a lot of conflict inside around some truth around their emotions because they didn't want to admit that they actually had these emotions for you. Maybe there's some, they were being deceptive to themselves, and this led them victorious in being confused, in having their head all over the place, in keeping their energies so dispersed everywhere that it was led so much confusion inside of their heart space. So they're gonna call justice on this. So now this has been a slow ass moving process. Listen, this Knight of Coins is like the slowest moving knight in the deck, but on the upside of him being a slow moving, he is the most reliable offer that there is in the deck too. So we have this. Ooh, he decided to put some pep in his step. He was cutting out all the illusions. So justice had to be served here very strongly because I feel like there was a lot of confusion and a lot of just deceptive ways in the past, and that this caused a lot of conflict inside of their emotional space, which is what left them feeling so just confused, like their head all over the place. However, justice is being called for that, and you're cutting out all these illusions, and you're realizing that this was a collaboration that was meant to master. So you were supposed to master this collaboration inside, and now Destiny has stepped in for you. Aww. Destiny stepped in, and there was a lot of regret and a lot of heartbreak surrounding around this. And it left this Queen of Wands like feeling heartbroken and feeling like she had to step out and start this new beginning. Not just any new beginning, but drop her swords. Do you know how much it takes to drop your swords when you don't want to? Do you know how much it takes to look around and realize that this is just too much energy to... Do you see that word again? Too much energy to be dispersed. That is not for my highest good, your highest good, or anybody's highest good that's involved. It takes so much energy to just look at those swords and be like, you know what? I'm just gonna leave it where it's at because I'm gonna leave you right where you had me fucked up. And then you walk away because you choose yourself. This takes a lot of courage and a lot of emotional commitment into rebirthing something that is a firm foundational standpoint. So we've done this, and now we're moving from our emotional space. Oh, somebody's coming in to offer you a love offer to this Queen of Cups here. So in your emotional state, somebody's gonna reach out for you, but they're feeling a little sad or spent, like they're just dispersed their energy too much. Like I was saying back here with the confusion and stuff, where you had just like given your energy to things that weren't for you, so it was draining you instead of replenishing you. It was draining you and taking from you instead of it being an ebb and flow of things that lift you up. This is causing tower moments in your life because you've made this decision to be this emperor, but you have anxiety over coming forth. So you want to come forth. You have that Knight of Coins here. You know that you're supposed to jump in this. You got a new beginning with the Ten of Pentacles right here. And the Temperance with the Ace of Wands and a fucking Three of Cups and the Ace of Swords. So you have a time of celebration and happiness. There's so many energies and so much just, you have a reunion. You're reaching out. You have this celebration time. This came out to balance out the scales because you've made this choice to move with clarity and to move with this sort of truth and to balance out this new beginning because you have a reconciliation with this idea that's going to bring you a Ten of Pentacles and a new start. Like you're jumping out into the this specific card, like the Fool card in this Dragon deck. Look, he's just walking on the checkered floor because he understands the polarity of things, but he's so cocky. Like he's got his little red and gray. He kind of looks like Freddy Krueger's sweatshirt, you know, where it's striped and stuff. He's got these stripes on him, and he's just moving with such a force behind him. He has the scepter here. He has these